Hello and welcome to this week's Tap-In Tuesday. Today we are using embossing folders. While there are so many ways to use, I am only going to show you 3 different techniques to create these cards today. So let's get started. For the first card, I created a simple embossed background with a spotlight. I used 2 pieces of white cardstock and ran them through the embossing folder at the same time so that the images line up perfectly. Next, using an ink pad and a sponge dauber, I lightly brushed ink over the raised areas, focusing only on the large sunflower. The more ink you apply, the more the details will stand out. Then, fussy cut the inked sunflower and adhere it over the matching image on the second embossed piece. Add any elements of your choosing to complete your card. This is the same technique that I just showed you, but another way to utilize. I created 2 cards to show you both versions of the monochromatic look. I embossed the one layer and then cut each piece into 3 strips, keeping them in order. On the middle black piece, I added a light layer of white craft ink on top, and on the middle white strip, I brushed black ink over the raised areas. Then adhere the 3 strips back in order on your card front and finish with any embellishments you like. For the second technique, start with embossed cardstock again, this time working on the debossed side, which is the opposite of the raised image. I used a sponge dauber, added ink to the sunflowers, and left the rest uncolored. A slightly heavier application works best since we'll layer over it next. Then take a second ink, drag the pad across the entire surface in different directions until you're happy with the look. Finish by adding any embellishments you like. For the third technique, we're using vellum and working on the debossed side. Using ink refills and an aqua painter and water, add color, and thin lightly with water to create light and dark variation. As you go, flip the vellum over to check for missed areas. I find it helpful to place it over your colored cardstock layer to see the effect. Once you're happy with it, adhere the vellum to the same size piece of cardstock and then complete your card. Thanks so much for watching.